Welcome to my channel.
Life is relationships.
1. Executive summary.
This report moves beyond superficial stereotypes to identify the core qualities a husband fundamentally needs from his wife to build a strong, lasting marriage. While individual needs vary, research and psychological insight point to a set of universal pillars that support marital health. The findings indicate that these needs are less about specific actions and more about foundational attitudes and behaviors that foster mutual respect, emotional security, and a deep, partnership-based connection. The key qualities identified are mutual respect, emotional support, trust and loyalty, partnership and teamwork, and authentic connection. 2. Introduction.
The institution of marriage is a complex partnership requiring continuous effort and investment from both individuals. Often, societal narratives oversimplify the roles of husband and wife. This report aims to clarify the intrinsic qualities a husband seeks in his wife, not as a demand, but as a blueprint for a mutually satisfying alliance. Understanding these needs is crucial for mitigating conflict, deepening intimacy, and ensuring the long-term viability of the relationship. 3.0 Methodology.
This analysis is based on a synthesis of psychological principles from experts in marital therapy, e.g., John Gottman, Sue Johnson. Analysis of common themes in relationship counseling. Anecdotal evidence and testimonials from long-term marriages. The focus is on universally applicable emotional and relational needs rather than gendered or transactional expectations.
4. Analysis. The 5 core qualities 4.1 Mutual respect and the bedrock of the partnership 4.2 Emotional support and the safe harbor 4.3 Trust and loyalty and the unshakable foundation 4.4 Partnership and teamwork and the S against the problem mentality 4.5 Authentic connection and admiration in the heart of the bond. 4.1 Mutual respect, the bedrock of the partnership.
4.1 Mutual respect, the bedrock of the partnership. Respect is the non-negotiable foundation upon which all other qualities are built. For a husband, this means feeling valued for his abilities, opinions, and character. Manifestation in behavior. Valuing his judgment, seeking his perspective and considering his input on important decisions, both large and small. Speaking with kindness, especially during conflict. Avoiding contempt, sarcasm, and public criticism. Honoring his individuality. Supporting his hobbies, friendships, and personal goals, understanding that his identity extends beyond his role as a husband and father. Impact. A husband who feels respected is more likely to be motivated, confident, and deeply committed to his role as a partner. Respect fuels his sense of purpose within the family unit.
4.2 Emotional support and the safe harbor. A husband needs to know his wife is his primary confidant and ally, a soft place to fall in a challenging world. This transcends the outdated notion of being a cheerleader and instead embodies being a trusted ally. Manifestation in behavior. Active listening, providing a space where he can express fears, frustrations, and aspirations without immediate judgment or unsolicited advice. Belief in his potential, expressing genuine faith in his abilities, especially during times of self-doubt or failure. Being his advocate, standing by him during difficult times and defending the partnership against external pressures. Impact. Emotional security allows a man to be vulnerable, which is essential for deep emotional intimacy. It reduces stress and fosters a profound sense of being in this together.
4.3 Trust and loyalty and the unshakable foundation. Trust is the currency of a secure relationship. A husband needs unwavering confidence in his wife's integrity, fidelity, and commitment to the union. Manifestation in behavior. Reliability, following through on promises and commitments. Emotional fidelity. Maintaining appropriate boundaries in relationships outside the marriage. Having his back, speaking supportively of him to others, particularly to family and friends. Presenting a united front. Impact. Trust creates a safe environment where both partners can be authentic and vulnerable. It eliminates the energy-draining need for suspicion and reassurance, allowing the relationship to thrive. 4.4 Partnership and teamwork and the S against the problem mentality. A husband needs to feel that he and his wife are co-captains of the same team, working collaboratively toward shared life goals. This is the practical application of the marital bond. Manifestation in behavior. Shared vision, regularly discussing and aligning on goals for finances, family, and lifestyle. Fair division of labor, collaborating on household responsibilities, parenting, and life administration based on strengths and availability, not rigid roles. Conflict is collaboration, approaching disagreements with the goal of finding a solution that works for the team, rather than winning the argument. Impact. This mentality transforms daily chores and major challenges from individual burdens into shared endeavors. It builds camaraderie, reduces resentment, and strengthens the practical bond. 4.5 Authentic connection and admiration in the heart of the bond.
Beyond friendship and partnership, a husband has a fundamental need to feel desired and admired by his wife. This is a key driver of romantic and sexual intimacy. Manifestation in behavior. Expressing appreciation, noticing and verbally acknowledging his efforts, both large and small. Physical affection. Initiating non-sexual touch, hugs, holding hands, as well as expressing sexual desire. Admiring his character. Expressing pride in his integrity, work ethic, or kindness, the traits that define who he is. Impact. Admiration and connection are powerful antidotes to emotional drift. They make a husband feel seen, valued, and wanted, not just for what he provides, but for who he is.
Conclusion.
The top qualities a husband truly needs from his wife are not a checklist of duties but a framework for a profound human connection. They are mutual respect, emotional support, trust and loyalty, partnership and teamwork, and authentic connection. These pillars are interdependent. Respect fosters trust, which enables vulnerability, which deepens connection, and so on. It is critical to note that these needs are not one-sided. A healthy marriage is a reciprocal ecosystem where both partners strive to embody these qualities for each other. When both individuals feel respected, supported, trusted, and admired, the marriage becomes a source of strength, joy, and resilience capable of weathering any storm. If you found this report helpful, consider subscribing for more in-depth content like this. Your subscription allows me to continue creating thorough analyses. Thank you for watching.